just saying. Do you see my glasses? Do you see? Because you know what? Because it's his birthday, and we did that right. We're 68, and we're gonna celebrate.
Hey there, what you drinking? 2 shots, let's pour it up. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, and one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice. The time of your life.
Because it's my birthday, right? So happy birthday to me. I hope you folks are having a great day. And we're going to go ahead and drop some money. We're going to chat about the week. And we got another big birthday coming up. 250 years. You know, I was thinking 50 years ago I graduated from high school. And one of the things I remember, because there were a lot of patriotic things going on, because 1976, because it was a bicentennial. One of the things they gave us when we graduated from high school, because I went to La Puente High School in La Puente, California. Warriors, La Puente Warriors out there, you know who you are. Rock on, baby. Anyway, or keep on trucking. But anyway, the school colors were orange and black. And so the girls wore orange gowns and the guys wore black. I would have preferred black, but that's okay. That's a whole other thing. And our tassels, we got one that was orange and black, of course. And we got another one that was red, white, and blue that said 76. I thought that was pretty cool. I remember that they were talking about graduations and some of the things that they're doing, and I remember that. That was kind of cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. And before we get started, because it is a Gigi's birthday weekend, yes, hello, Luna, she just walked down underneath my desk here. I'm going to do a cheers to you folks. Let's start off the weekend right? And this is just an old school margarita, because that's what she's going to be having. I think she's going to have one today, and she's going to have one tomorrow. Just one. Maybe. Oh, yeah, that is that's telling me it's a margarita. Anyway, let's go ahead and count some money here. Folks, chat about the week. Try to stay focused, because, you know, I got a lot of things going on Jesus is excited about, but I'm trying to keep those to separate videos. Like my numbers. My numbers are still going bonkers, folks. I'm really crazy. I think I'm at 38,000 right now. Let's see if I don't finish the week at 40,000, which I kind of thought I was going to. Okay, that's a whole other video, a whole other conversation. Gigi will try to stay focused. So let's go ahead and see how much money we are going to be dropping today. So anyway, how's everybody been doing? You know, we've been, between me and Big Dog, we've had all kinds of appointments today. So I've just kind of stayed home. Didn't do much for Father's Day, my Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I know you're up there watching me. Big Dog said, you know, he usually doesn't ask for stuff. And for Father's Day, I mean, we have 5 kids between us. He did come into my life when Stacy was 15, right when I was going through the divorce. And the man showed up, you know, so he was a good guy, good example for her, what a solid guy, you know, but he's a man of his word, so I will forever be appreciative of that. But, you know, I celebrated Father's Day with my dad. Every once in a while I get him a card, but my daughter considers him her bonus dad, so she always sends him something, which is something like, look at you, you landed my mom, and it's got airplanes on it, really, and what was it, and aren't you really lucky because you got me too. Talking about her, you know, that's kind of stuff she gets. She gets him. So he said, how about baking a cake for me this Father's Day? I'm thinking, you're not my daddy. I said, what? And he goes, yeah, how about a cake? So, and I wasn't planning on making no cake, you know, but I thought to myself, Gigi, be nice. So I did go ahead and make him a cake, a white cake with chocolate frostings. That's his favorite. So that was nice. I did a nice thing. So my boy was in Ireland, so I sent him a card. I texted him. My son-in-law, I was sending him a package because it's also my daughter's birthday, which I put that clip up last week. So I sent him some goodies that, you know, I like to make brownies or cookies for my girls. my big girl Charlie, my Morgan, and my Teddy. My Charlie is now 7, Teddy, Morgan's 2, and Teddy is 1. So I like to accept cookies and brownies. And, for a while there seemed to be okay as far as the time, but I don't know what's going on with the United States Postal Service. Because this time, I didn't send anything to my my son. Like I said, he was in Ireland. He just got back just a few days ago. My daughter, because it was her birthday and Father's Day, I even made big cookies for Daddy. She got the box because I also put some plushies, some stuffed animals from when she was a young girl. She loves stuffed animals. And one of the restaurants we used to go to all the time was Bubblegum. That was her favorite. She loves shrimp. Bubblegum in Monterey. Oh, I love Monterey. Anyway. And I say, I needed some stuffing for the box. Oh, I know. I'll go, because I got to get their stuff out of here. I still got stuff for my kids when they were kids. So I told Big Dog, I'm going to go see what I can pull from that box. And I found that that plushie, there was a shrimp, and a couple other ones that I threw them in there. And I asked Dominic, when Stace gets the package, film it, because I want to see what she says when she gets the bubble gum thing. Well, she was all excited because she remembered. She was surprised that I, still had it. And there was a couple other ones that were in there that were hers. She was quite excited. And then she's going to the box. She says, they're ants. I'm thinking the ants were in the post box, because they have like a community box. Because I can't believe they traveled all the way out there with ants. Fortunately, I had sealed them. But it's like, it took a week. It's like, make sure the cookies are okay before you give them to the babies. Daddy, well, that's a whole other story. But make sure the cookies are okay. I told Big Dog, we're going to have to look at UPS and maybe UPS and get them in 4 days. Because that priority mail is not working for me. It used to be express mail, next day. Priority mail was like 4 to 5 days. They always kind of average like 4 days. Now it's like, what, a freaking week? No, I'm not doing that no more. Anyway. See, now I'm going to get on a tangent. I don't want to do that. I want to stay focused because I want to be calm because it's my birthday weekend. So let's go ahead and count some money. Ready? So let me get my calculator. All right. And see, USA still doing good in the World Cup. Yay, USA. And okay, let me count the money first. 8, 10, 12. So here's 120. And here's another 20. And here's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here's 7. 2. I think it's 147. I think it's 247. All right, 157. Woohoo! That's a little bit of money. Not a lot, but a little bit. Better than nothing, right? That's right, honey. All right, so let's go ahead. GG, get yourself together. Put that in there. All right. So we're almost done with one of the, and we funded the one for $1,000 last week. That's great. I go get the tags taken care of, because I do it online, and then whatever it's called, kicks it back to me, says, no, you need emissions. Really? So of course they took the money. Big Dog actually went and got the mission taken care of this morning because it's all busy week with appointments and stuff. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to drop 20. And look here. One more, we're going to have $100 to be able to drop in another bag. All right. Focus, baby, focus. That's how you're able to continue to save money. You just got to be focused, and you got to continue knowing that the goal's in sight and you know what you're doing is good, and it will help you in the long run. It's not easy. I mean, I could take $157 and do something really good for my birthday. You know what I'm saying? But no, you got to stay focused. So here's 20. Next week we're going to go ahead and cover that up. And are all these they've got different ones in here. Ooh, that's a biggie. Well, I think we're going to still stay slow. Let's see, what do we have over here? Yeah, see, I don't want to do any of these. Nah, not yet. Not yet. Yeah, we'll stay on the little ones and gradually go up. So let's go ahead and put that in our money bag over here. Oh, I think I'm getting parched again. Hold on. Ooh, that is telling me it's a margarita. Yeah, I'll only need one margarita. All right. We're going to go ahead and put a little bit of money in here. Little by little, we're getting this paid off as well. And let's see, today actually, like I said, we had some running around to do today. I had to get up like at, oh my gosh, like at 6 o'clock. I usually get up at 6, but I get up at 6 and, I walk out to my veggie garden, kind of see how my jalapenos and my tomatoes, and I don't know what happened to my tomatoes. I think this is the first summer I'm going through a garden with I'm going through the summer season with my veggies, and my jalapenos are doing pretty good. They're tough little ones. My bell peppers, they're doing okay. I planted some poblano. I guess when they are dry, they turn into anchos. You then call them ancho chilies. I got those seeds from my son from a dinner he had made me for Mother's Day when I was back there for Mother's Day. I told him, you know what, because he was making the sauce, birria sauce, with the chilies. He was doing it soul style, homemade. And he'll say those seeds for me because I'll go ahead and plant them. And they've been growing. Maybe I'll do a little clip right there. They've been growing like crazy, and from seeds. So they're doing really good. My bell pepper, my cucumbers are from seeds. My broccoli is from seeds. That's all doing really well. But my tomato, I had to cut out because it was all like hanging and all dead. And I'm hoping she's gonna come back because I've had her the longest, and she has produced tomatoes for me. So I don't know what's going on with her. So let's go ahead and do 15 here. But it's just different. I mean, I was so pleased. But anyway, a typical morning, I'll go outside and kind of look at my veggies, see who needs water, who needs a little talking to. Big dog gets up. Luna's usually out there with me. Big dog gets up and he's making the coffee. I can hear grinding because he does a grinding thing. And, it's like a slow, easy morning. I sit down, Luna jumps up next to me, I sing her little morning song, I give her a little rub down, and then we watch CBS Morning News, and it's like, we did that for like an hour and a half, and our morning started at 8, but not today, because I had to be out of the house at 7. I had to go to the dermatologist for my annual look-see, and everything's fine, but of course, they always seem to find something. He burned 2 pieces or something on my face here, so. But you gotta take care of your skin. And they're saying right now that, let me tell you the story. Crazy. Older lady, I'm saying older because she's older than me. She's like in her 80s. There's a golf course. In fact, a lot of the gals that I know live in this particular golf community. It's called Johnson Ranch out here. They have a nice pool. It's been freaking hot. It's been like over 100. We're getting into 110s now. 110. Last week was hot. 111, 110. Next week is supposed to be like today's one is supposed to be 107, then 103, 102, and the mornings and evenings are supposed to be like in the 70s. That's great because we don't get that often. We don't at this time of year. But what happened with this lady is she went out there to sunbathe and she fell asleep. I guess nobody realized how long she'd been out there because that poor lady, she's in the hospital. I'm not sure she's going to make it because she ended up getting like 3rd-degree burns from the sun. And it ended up affecting some of her organs that she was out there so long in the sun. So be careful when you're living in areas that the climate, like our area in Arizona, it gets so hot. And you got to be mindful of that sun because it'll beat you down. So I hope she does okay. But I thought, oh my gosh, what? Did nobody realize how long she'd been sitting out there? Okay, nothing for Big Dog. Not today. Let's see here. And I wanted to put some, I think I wanted to put 60. Because I tell you, Christmas coming. Christmas coming, folks. So anyway, I went to dermatologist. So make sure, if you're going to be outside, make sure you use sunscreen. I never really use sunscreen. But I wasn't one that sat out in the sun. My brother and my sister did. What are you doing? But I never did. Big Dog even did that. What are you doing? I remember the first time he did that. We were living out in Milpitas out in California. And this was something new to me, and this is something new to my daughter. So he goes out there and he gets his bench. Not his bench, his lounge. He goes, I'm going to go out there and sun. What? So he goes out there, does his rub down, and my daughter's going, what's he doing? I go, he's sunbathing. Why? I don't know. Let them. All right, we're going to put a little money in our $100 challenge here. Let's see here. Let's see. What else do I have here? I think that's all I have. Yeah, this is the last one. So we did this one. Make sure I got everything covered. Did that one. We didn't do anything for him this week. I did this one. We did this one. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do, let's do 10, 15. Let's do 15. So anyway, so I had to do that today. He also had a dentist appointment this week. I had an appointment this week. We were just busy all week long. And got together with some friends of mine. There was a surprise get-together for Diane. She's Doris's. You've heard me mention Doris. That's her sister. She turned 70. Woohoo! Woohoo, Diane. She's a hiker. Man, I wish my knees were doing better because I would love to hike. Getting out there, fresh air, nice and early. 'Cause I like to walk. And to me, hiking is like an adventure. But talking to one of the gals that are shelling, she was saying, because they go hiking all over. She goes, you want to come hike? Come with me. I go, no, I don't think I'm going to be hiking right now. I got to get these knees taken care of. All right, I think I'm going to hold on to this until next time. And I think that's it for right now. So what else did we do? Went down to my mom's. I asked my mom yesterday, how you doing, Mom? She goes, I think she said something like, because I really haven't seen my mom all week until today. Because like I said, we've just had appointments, just been busy. So I texted her yesterday because she thought she might go to LA, but that didn't work out. Her allergies are just driving her crazy. Then she gets vertigo with them. That's sinuses. I get that because I get like that too. So anyway, I thought she might be going to LA and I might be watching her little journey. So I asked her, I goes, hey Mom, so how you doing? She goes, oh, I'm doing fine. I go, is there anything you need? And she goes, oh, maybe donuts. I go, what? Okay, let's go ahead and let's get ready to talk, okay? Hold up. Oh, well, you know, I got so excited. Maybe it was that margarita. Let me tell you what the bonehead thing Gigi did. So I got my camera here because it's my backup camera. I got my camera here because this is my go-to camera. And I had my camera set up overhead, but did I turn it on? No. So you're going to see the drop, but you're going to just see me. No money. But we did do some drops. $157. Anyway, you know, that's life here. You know what I'm saying? This is Gigi Unfiltered. She's going to make mistakes. Such is life. You know, I'm not going to get excited about it. I think before I was, oh, I got to redo it. No, I'm not doing that. Because, you know me, people. You've been here long enough to understand what Gigi does here, right? So sometimes mistakes happen. Can't get too excited about it. Such is life, right? Right. So anyway, so just try to get organized, get my girls organized so we can chat. So anyway, so she goes, donuts? I go, really? So I told Big Dog, since I was leaving so early today, I told him, I go, you know what? I think I'm going to do is because now he has to take the car to get small, because of course I did it close to the due date, which is the 30th, which I think is like Monday or Tuesday. So now he's got to get it in. I told him, I go, well, I'm going to be, because I was going to ask my mom to begin with to come with me, because there's a little cafe we like to go to for breakfast. And then there's a shopping center. But when I heard she wasn't feeling well, and I was going to have to get, that means I had to leave her at 7. And I said, no, that's okay. So anyway, I told Big Dog, on my way back, I'll go to Bolsa's. Bolsa Donuts out here have the best donuts. So I went and picked up some donuts, and of course I had to pick up an apple fritter and Big Dogs and donut holes. And so I surprised her with that. And so I went and saw her for a little bit and let her know what was going on for the festivities coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was it. But I think the one thing that I've been busy with, and I think I talked to you folks about it, is because here I am. I'm going to be 68 in like a day, 2 days. And I'm doing new things. I'm learning new things. That AI stuff, I'm telling you, that stuff is amazing. Claude, he is fantastic. ChatGPT. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a secret here. ChatGPT. I call her Sloan. I don't know why I call her Sloan. I just do. Kind of weird, huh? Anyway, so it's Gemini, Google's Gemini. I mean, it's just so freaking awesome. I just can't imagine what I would have been able to do if I was working with that stuff. But anyway, my numbers on that, I share this with you because, like I said, I'm gonna be 68. I'm doing new things. I'm learning new things. I'm now considering this a business and not just something, oh, let me see what I can dabble here. Because I realized if I go with that mindset, oh, let me just kind of see what I'm going to do. That's the energy that it will contain. But I had a shift, and I just did a drop because I've been blogging about this stuff. So I went ahead and just threw it in a book. I just put everything I've been talking about, I just threw it in a book, an ebook. And I'll put the link down below. And because I had a shift when I was coming back from Pittsburgh. What happened when I was in Pittsburgh, my numbers, they just dumped. And I realized it's because I didn't notice it too much in March because I just started February, so I didn't have a whole lot of activity going on to begin with. There was a slight dip, but not that I was like, ooh, what's that? Now, I was starting to make some traction in the end of April and in May. And in May is when I went back east. And I was quite happy. Oh, I'm getting this, I'm getting that. But then my numbers just like, what the hell? So that's Claude. What's the deal, Claude? What's going on? Because in May is when I really started end of May, I started like just kind of asking. And the productivity stuff didn't come along until the end of May when I started hearing the different stuff that he can do. And I've now come to utilize that too even more. But I was asking Salak, what's going on here? And it has to do with, just like anything else, there's an algorithm attached to Pinterest. Just like YouTube. That's why I'm trying to stay focused, so the algorithm knows I'm talking about this. Just like Instagram. They have to be able to have some way to determine who their audience is. I'm talking about something, who are they going to send it out to? So they have to do that. Or else they can't make any money either, because, we're a capitalist society. That's what we do here. So what I discovered is that I was using Tailwind, and Tailwind is a great pin scheduler, but Pinterest likes their native scheduler. So I learned is that I have to stay active on Pinterest. To me, I see it like I'm feeding the beast. And it's a game. How much am I feeding the beast today? And when's that beast going to be satisfied? That's the way I have to look at it. And I find it fun, because the stuff that I'm doing, and I'm a numbers kind of person. I go, okay, I may not be a numbers person like my son, who's got a doctorate in applied statistical math and a major and double major in political science and statistical math. I may not be like that, and I may not have conversations like him and my 7-year-old granddaughter do about math and squares and roots and functions. But when it comes to money, when it comes to my stuff, I can pretty much figure, no, something's going on here. So anyway, I figured out that I just needed to, if you're active, it likes you. You have to be active. So, and then I shifted, and not necessarily seeing it as, oh, let's see what I'm going to do today. I really saw it as a business. And because I saw it as a business, I don't expect immediate gratification. You don't get immediate gratification when you're doing a startup. It takes a good year, 6 months to see something. And that's kind of what I was talking, because I've already kind of been blogging about this, and that's kind of what, Claude, how about we just throw us an ebook? Because I made my first $11.64 on Amazon, because I am an Amazon influencer. And that's what I've been blogging and posting and doing all that kind of stuff about. And $11 chump change. What are you going to do with that? It's a start. Like Big Dog said, you just got to take one. It just takes one. And so that's, I can now see that there's traction. And I'm also finding out, I'm noticing when I'm in here, there's a rhythm I'm getting into. And I can be in here all day long. I can be in here all day long talking to folks. I could be in all day long writing, because I love to write, painting, all that stuff. I just totally enjoy doing. And then, to keep myself on track, I also do my stickers. I gotta do my stickers to make sure I know what the heck I'm doing, when I'm supposed to do it, and where I'm supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, these are things that I enjoy doing. And in my studio, that's where I get to do it. But that's finding its way. So I'm going to drop a link for the ebook. If you guys are interested in checking it out, go ahead and get yourself a copy. But yeah, it's getting traction. I'm quite excited about it. And I'm thinking in the middle of next week, I will be doing my monthly stat chat. You know, we'll still do our Money Monday, which is what we're doing here, but we're also going to have a stat chat to see how we ended up in June and see if I met Claude's expectations as to what I was supposed to do. But anyway, other than that, it's been really pretty good. Big Dog kept saying, so where do you want to go for dinner, lunch for your birthday? I told him, you know what, first of all, I'm going to want lunch because my birthday's on Saturday, and it's just going to be crazy just to get out there in a reasonable time, because it's Saturday. Everybody goes out. I go, you know what? Let's go to lunch. Let's go to lunch. You know, let my mom know. I'd like for her to come. Mom, if you can come, if you're available, I'd like for you to join us. So then I'm thinking, so what am I going to eat? Because usually I go get steak, but I'm not feeling steak. So then I tell him, well, you know, there's olive oil, there's oregano, there's some other places. No, I want to go. I don't want to have to travel. If it wasn't a weekend, it'd probably be a different story. So then we had gone down to McHale's, I believe is the way you pronounce it, for Diane's birthday. So I go, you know what? I haven't had a good platter of fajitas. And Serrano's and Queen Creek, they're the bomb in regards to making fajitas. So I told Big Dog, well, you know what I think? I think I'm going to get some fajitas, and I want you to take me to Serrano's. He goes, you're not going to change your mind, are you? No, I'm not going to change my mind. So I think that's where I'm going. So here's my first margarita for my birthday weekend, and I will have one more at Serrano's, and I will try to keep it at that. I'm just saying, you got to be safe, got to be sane. You know what I mean? Okay. I think, other than that, I think that's it for today, folks. We counted some money. I really did. Even though it may not have seen it, sorry about that. And I'll be back middle of the week with a stat chat, let you know where I'm at. And I'm sure that I'm going out this weekend. I know I have a dentist appointment next week. I'm sure there's a Ross day in there with my mom sometime next week. And we're doing the stat chat. And and it's 4th of July. Wait till you see my 4th of July outfit. I'm just saying, happy birthday. One thing, you know what I find it very interesting. Okay, look, I'm second generation Mexican American born here. My dad was the first. And I've always been very proud of being an American, and I have my roots come from Mexico. Very proud Mexican American. And what I find interesting with this World Cup, the number of people that they're interviewing, because we've got people coming in from all over the world, from African nations, from South America, from Europe, from all over. They're coming to the U.S., all different states and so on. And I find it, well, first of all, I get a kick out of watching some of these people eat some of our food, and they think it's fantastic. And one of the things I just saw recently, I just happened to go through Instagram or Reels, whatever, and shorts and Reels, I should say. And they were interviewing these foreigners that were coming to the U.S. to watch these games in different parts of the country. So what do you think of the U.S.? Oh, it's great. We love it here. You know, everybody's so hospitable, and everybody is so nice. They're willing to help. Oh, it's great. All positive. And I thought, wow, that was really nice to hear, because sometimes I think we get inundated with so much negativity, but when you have somebody from the outside coming in, they're already excited about soccer. I mean, did you see those Norwegians out there in the middle, I think it was Manhattan, rowing? They just about drank all the beer, the Scots and the beer in Boston. They're having a great time over here. You know, so it was nice to see that, and nice to be reminded that, you know, we all have, you know, just like family. You're going to have good, bad, and, you know, whatever. But every once in a while, it's nice to be reminded, you know, we're pretty fortunate here. And next week, we're going to be celebrating 250 years of this country. So I just want to say, happy birthday, USA, early. I'm glad I'm here. I feel very fortunate to be here, and I am proud to be an American. And I think that's it for today. Gigi's gonna get off her soapbox because she wants to finish her margarita. Sorry that I didn't get the overhead. Maybe it is, I just missed it, but I don't think it was on. But anyway, until next time. Ciao, folks. You have a good one. And you know what Gigi says. Tits up, be fierce, and until next time, ciao. See you, folks.